Welcome to Atlanta, Georgia, site of the 1996 Olympic Games, Center Park Stadium, and home to the Georgia State Panthers, and we have been feeling the excitement for this one all week. Today, a couple of Sun Belt rivals ready to square off. As we'll see, the Marshall Thundering Herd taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Georgia State Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Marshall will kick off to get the festivities started. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Georgia State's offense takes the field to start this game off. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
Give to the running back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Caught over the middle, it's Ware. And he's dragged down. They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a 1st down on the play. The Panthers are rolling down the field. They'll throw it on 1st down. Quarterback now breaking the field. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
Man, this defense has been so impressive to watch. Look at him. Get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast. It's like they have 12 men on the field. Another good performance going down right now, coming off of last week, putting a goose egg on the board against their last opponent.
A 1st down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. Quarterback on the keeper. Hard running there. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. To the air, it's Cole. Throws to the wideout. Working the middle. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. He's looking to throw it. He's right on target. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. 2nd down coming up. We've reached the end of the 1st quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. 8th play of the drive coming up. To the ground with the back. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the 1st down. Georgia State ready to go with another 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. It's complete to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. He's got it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia State.
Well, your opponent can't beat you if you don't give them the football. And they were able to possess it throughout the entire 1st quarter, and they finally cap it off with that impressive rushing touchdown.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They go 83 yards on the drive, and they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out.
Marshall, 0.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Marshall's offense has the ball for the first time. When you have a weapon like this on the outside and a guy in the secondary whose job is to take everything away, it's going to be a great matchup, guys.
It's so fun to see how you attack great safeties in the middle of the field. Are you willing to do that, or are you going to try to live on the perimeter? This offensive matchup will be great.
Yeah, normally you'd say receiver versus safety, the receiver's going to win. This safety, though, has got the speed to run with this guy, and he's going to make it interesting back there.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. He's going to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Ramsey. And the ball's on the ground. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Man, that's a big mistake. And listen, I'm still going to force feed my playmakers. If I'm that quarterback, I'm that OC, I'm walking over to that guy and be like, listen, it's okay. It's a little bit of a mistake. We're still going to find ways to get you the rock. You're too important to this team not to give you the football.
Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish.
Fires into traffic, intercepted. Looking for more room. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And defensive backs, you think, don't have good hands. The big fella shows it. How about that defensive back going up and getting the interception? Nice job breaking on the football. You say that's why you play defense, because you don't have hands? Yeah, I beg to differ.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Looking to move it through the air. Oh, he makes the catch. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. He's looking to throw. Working that left side now. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Comes out throwing on first down. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Takes it the other way. At the 30. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lined up.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Got a man, it's Ware. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. They'll send out the kicker here. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that lead grows even bigger.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over. And while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field.
So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, David, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut it to a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half. Because obviously, you know, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Fires to the wideout. Got his man. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Trying to find his man on first down. He's got it. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. To the air on first down. Got his man in the middle. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, tough to beat the pageantry and quality of play so far today in Atlanta. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Center Park Stadium.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. Those 2 first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the third quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They played really well in this first half.
He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. They'll try to snap it quickly.
Yeah, and a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
Looking to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. Oh, he's so hard to get on the ground. He's got room. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Marshall quick to the line.
Brings up second down.
On second down, they'll take to the air. They get to him as he throws. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the pass hits, picked off. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
And it's frustrating because you go into half and the coaches tell you what they want to accomplish. Listen, we've seen this the whole first half. This is what they're doing. Not a good job coming out. First drive, trying to get some momentum created. Turn it over to the other team. Give them a good field position now, too. Not the ideal start.
Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called.
Offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. The give out of the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it up. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
And I think this team knew going into halftime trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the second half. And on the very first play of the 3rd quarter, they get a sack. That is good news for this defense.
Georgia State will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. They'll get down and put a stop for the return at about the 28-yard line. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing that get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
That's the end of the quarter. Georgia State has the lead here. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got his man downfield. Still running at the 40. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. Marshall quick to the line.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the 4th quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
Trying to pound their way forward, he picks up a couple to the 31. On 2nd down, looking to throw. He's got his man. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Grabbed in the middle, it's Ramsey. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Brings up 2nd down.
On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Snags it. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
1st and goal, Marshall.
From the gun. Lets it fly. Throw to the end zone. Picked off.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Bowman.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
The give and tick, 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 tick. And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that first defender. We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. The give to the back. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Leaves it with the running back. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll leave it with him. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. Going up top on first down. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? And then a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything,
Makes a catch down the right side. Hit the afterburners, kid. The 20. Into the end zone for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they still have a chance.
Number 3.
and listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stop? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, it has gone final in that top 25 matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. North Carolina overcame a sloppy start and just put the finishing touches on a notable road win. And to pick yourself up and dust yourself off away from Chapel Hill, these Tar Heels got to be thrilled with this result. Always interesting to see ranked teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. In the postgame, if you start asking about the offensive struggles, the coach is probably going to say, let me tell you something, Mr. Television Announcer. They don't ask me how I won. They ask me if I won.
That is all that matters, Mr. Television Announcer, but I think you'd want to play better on offense. You'd want to score more points, but